Hello Virgo, and welcome to my channel White Angel Messages. I'm Angel. This is our third summer love bonus reading for the summer of 2025. It will cover July 21st to August 4th. We'll have one reading every 2 weeks until the autumn equinox. First, we'll take a look at the specific good and not so good days for love. Then we'll get some messages from the tarot. And lastly, we'll take a look at an oracle message for those that are in a long-term committed relationship and would like to freshen it up, as well as those that are single and looking for love. Keep in mind, like always, if something does not resonate, just check your other placements. The timestamps are down below in the description box. Okay, let's start with Venus and Mars, our cosmic couple. They are obviously the ones that are ruling everything, that are influencing us. Venus, the goddess of beauty and love, which symbolizes the sweetness and the harmony. And Mars, the god of war, which symbolizes passion. And he drives also the desire and physical energy. Together, they're known as the cosmic lovers, and they're very important in determining our romantic desires, our attractions, and they also take a look at all the forces that are at work in our intimate relationships. Let's start with the 21st, the first day of the reading. We're going to get a yellow light, a caution light. Why? Well, just like the pictures that we have here, Venus is going to give us a green light, and Mars is going to give us a red light. So we're kind of stuck. Shall we go? Shall we not go? We're at the intersection. Caution. Let's take a look at the details. On the 21st, the moon is going to be in Gemini, and it's going to be conjunct to Venus in Gemini, which is a great day to spend with female energies because there's so much sweetness. If you're single, you'll attract female company. Go out and have fun. So far, so good. But it's still yellow. What happens? Well, this time around, the moon is in Gemini squaring with Mars and Virgo. Okay, here is why it's not green. With Mars, you can get easily worked up. There could be easily arguments or jumping to hasty decisions or hasty misunderstandings because we are also under the Mercury retrograde. But more or less, it's that plus Mars put together. Now, disagreements can come up easily with the opposite sex. So what can we do with this message? How can we go forward with a yellow caution light? Because Venus is so sweet that day. Well, let's just put it this way. Singles can attract female company easily. So you can approach female entities, female energies, and you could very well meet them, have a good conversation with them. But don't go too far because we have Mars on the same day. He's squaring with the moon in Gemini while Venus is conjunct to it. Okay. So to avoid the arguments, keep the conversations short and light. Once you have their number, then you can call them back up for a date, but do not go on the date on the 21st, even though they may seem as sweet as ever, because you might get into an argument, okay? Now, I would wait also not on the 23rd. We have green hearts coming up, promise, okay? On the 23rd, we have Venus in Gemini squaring with Mars and Virgo. These two are going to clash. You're definitely getting a red X, a no day for love, okay? There is sensuality and there is passion when these two get together. However, there's disharmony. There is no harmony in the picture at this point on the 23rd. So irritations can come out very quickly. And the worst part is you can trigger, unfortunately, someone to be unfaithful. Okay, so it is a really negative, bad day. So what do? Chill out, spend time with yourself. Do not trigger anyone. Okay. The 24th, you wanted a good day to set the date to the person that you met. The 24th is a great day, okay? You will call them up, find the right words, everything will flow nicely, and it's a beautiful relationship day. Then on the 26th, things get even better. If you want to go on a second date, you can, okay? On the 26th, we have the moon in Leo, which will sextile Venus in Gemini. Another great day for love, for marriage, for relationships in general. So you can plan together events, get-togethers with friends, and simply have fun. Singles, if you go out and meet new people, just like on the 21st, you can easily make an acquaintance, meet someone. You can even go on a blind date. Everything will go perfectly, okay? That is to be noted on the calendar, the 26th. On the 28th, sorry, it's another red day. Yes, and it's because of Mars, once again. Okay, this conjunction here, it's the moon in Virgo conjunct to Mars in Virgo, Ikes. It can make you irritable. It can make you very gossipy, which will make people get very tense, get angry. They might say violent words. So there's a lot of tension, okay? If you're having marital problems, be very careful because a separation can occur this day if we go and start talking to Mars, etc., a little bit too much, okay? If instead you're very much under stress, avoid people. In any case, take the day off, spend time with yourself, because it may lead to illness. We all know that stress is not healthy at all. The next day, on the 29th, I'm going to give you another yellow light. Why? This one's a little bit different from that one, okay? Caution, because we have the moon in Virgo squaring with Venus in Gemini, which means simply not a good time to bond with other people emotionally. And the female energies are very argumentative at this point, okay? It's easy with them. However, and this is a good part, it's a red light only up to a certain part in the day, after which it becomes a green light. But it all depends on you, okay? The moon here, as we said, was in Virgo. At a certain point, the moon will move into Libra. And all of a sudden, Libra, because Libra's ruling planet is Venus, all of a sudden, love is in the air, partnerships at the center of our attention. You're feeling romantic, they're feeling romantic, everyone wants to spend time with their partner. And we open up to new acquaintances, okay? So it's great. We get a green light at a certain point. When? Okay, good question. Because everyone's watching this video from different parts of the world. So I really can't give you the date, the time that I know, because it's going to be different where you live. So to simplify, let's put it this way. From the very start of the 29th at midnight, when it starts 00, and we go forward, let's just say that avoid, as we were saying, female energies, avoid love, etc., up to the late afternoon of the 29th. Once we get into the late afternoon, evening, okay, all the love comes out. However, someone might have been triggered in the morning and could be a little bit irritated still because the morning didn't go too well, okay? So if you want to go out with them in the evening, go right ahead, but be very careful and keep it light. That's why you have a yellow light, okay? Depends on the time of day and what you actually say and do. Okay, on the 31st, we have a beautiful green heart, but there's some yellow in it. Now, I could have given you a yellow warning sign, but in reality, it's more green than yellow. So I'm going to give you a green heart on condition that you promise me two things. On this day, you're very careful about what you say. And two, you're going to stay away from people that are argumentative. Let's see the details. Here, Venus is in Cancer. And when that happens, love becomes much more sensitive. People are going to be more in need of affection than be in a very loving mood. And okay, your passion will still be to express your love for someone, your loved ones, and to understand them. But being very sensitive, the imagination may run a little wild. So you might say something and that person might overreact, for example, okay, and be hurt. So be very careful. Remember that in all of these dates here, we are under the Mercury retrograde, which can cause misunderstandings. So that is going to be also hindering us. And that's why there's yellow in here. Be very careful. Think twice, even 3 times before saying something. Also, here we have the moon in Scorpio, which will trine with Venus in Cancer, which is intense energy. It's passion, it's sensuality, it's impulsiveness, but good impulsiveness that leads to passionate marriages, like eloping. And it's great. It's even great to have parties with friends and family, okay? The only negative thing is that we have the moon in Scorpio. Now, Scorpios are very good at litigation. In fact, they're fantastic lawyers. However, if we want to talk about love, perhaps you might not want to invite them to the party and invite them maybe another day. Could be an idea. Okay, so stay away from people that are prone to disputes and everything will go well. Here we have the 1st of August. Nasty day. This should have been a completely red box. Okay, we have Venus in Cancer squaring with Saturn in Aries. So you're going to feel lonely, whether you do have a relationship or you're in a marriage. The sadness is going to come out. It may even flow into depression. And that is the absolute wrongest how can I say it, worst time to have any romantic encounters, because the vibration you're giving out is wrong, and it's going to just simply push people away. Okay. Venus in Cancer is also going to square with Neptune in Aries, which means that it's not a good time to sign contracts. What contracts, you may say? What has this got to do with it? Marriage contracts, a rent contract, or a living together agreement, or something of the sort. Okay, any agreement that you come down to, not a good day to start it. Read the terms and the conditions very carefully, because someone may be hiding something. Okay, this is not a good day, in fact, to take off on things. In the reading that I did with the new moon in Leo, in fact, we were talking a lot about a period of reflectiveness, not around just the 24th, but around this whole area. And we were saying, let's wait until after the retrograde to actually start something, because it's not a good idea. Now, here as well, if you start an affair on the 1st, especially if it's a secret affair, of course, it will most likely come to light, and you will be quite embarrassed about it in the future. Therefore, these 3 days are excellent days to spend alone, by yourself, and enjoy your own company. That way you avoid any sort of complication, whether in the present or in the future. Okay, we've got the 3rd of August, which is looking pretty good. Green heart at this point. So what happens here? Again, the words are flowing, the sensitivity is there, but the person isn't that oversensitive. The attraction is there, and it's a good relationship day. All in all, it's a really, really good day. You can have fun. Okay, now let's take a look, Virgo, to see what messages come through with the tarot. Something maybe to give you a nudge in the right direction, or to stop you from getting your heart broken, or something, like stopping you on a red day. Let's go take a look. Spirit, there we go. Spirit, what do we have for our Virgo? Ooh, someone's working. 8 of Pentacles. Someone is committed and dedicated to someone else. Yep, we have a lot of dedication here. Who is this person? Very dedicated, big heart, and they're working towards this relationship, which is really nice. Let's see, what else we have for Virgo? One card, because Virgo is a hard worker, and they work hard even in their relationships. They dedicate themselves, and this is really a beautiful aspect of it, of Virgo. They also have a lot of patience. That's why the cards are taking forever to come out. Who flipped here? Nobody else? One? Yeah, we gotta have a lot of patience. Okay, let's see. Hierophant. Reflective mode. Okay, so they're dedicated, and they're also... Yeah, okay, well, you're very dedicated to tradition and your beliefs. So you're very stable. Virgo, you're coming off as very stable in love. This is really nice. Okay, there we go. We're starting to warm things up. The King of Pentacles is in the reverse. Okay. What is happening? Is someone getting jealous? Is someone wanting someone all to themselves? Let's go see. Yeah, I think someone's getting jealous here in the picture. 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords in the reverse. Okay. Yeah, they're getting over something. They're getting over some sort of jealousy that gave them some problems. I'm feeling this. It's like they felt guilty that they were jealous. Someone might have done something. Okay. Now, like I said, we all have different considerations on jealousy. Some people actually find it complimentary, but this is someone who didn't, and they're working on it. Okay, they're trying to recover from it. Okay, did cards flip? Okay, let's see. Okay, they're kind of, like I was saying, they're trying to recover from it, and they are moving ahead. They're making progress. Okay, this is good. A Virgo is getting over this this jealousy. Very good. Okay, they're making progress. They're seeing things. They're seeing things under another light, and they're saying, okay, fine, let's move on and keep going. This is good. Very good. And they're working hard at this. They really want it. They want the relationship to be very successful. I like this. Okay, now we have the High Priestess in the reverse. And here I have her in the reverse because there's some sort of confusion. Let me see what's going on here. Something's not clear with the High Priestess in the picture. Whoa, that was a lot. Okay, let's see this one first. It's not clear, and something isn't moving. Something's not clear. Something isn't moving, and you're resisting change. This, okay, this is Mercury retrograde, guys. It's influencing things. Like, even the thing is, Virgo, you're taking really nice steps. The jealousy left, and you're making progress. Beware. This is the Mercury retrograde that's going to step in and do this. Okay, you might be confused. The message doesn't come in clearly. You're sort of resisting change, but you don't understand why, etc. This is Mercury retrograde. Okay, you've got see the decisions, the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. You're really unbalanced, and there's a little bit of chaos going on. And then we have the Ten of Swords in the upright. And what happens is you're gonna feel exhausted. Okay, some of you with the jealousy involved, I'm picking up, not for everyone, but some of you are gonna feel betrayed. But that's only because the information isn't coming through. Because you are already moving forward. I mean, this changed here. And you're already moving forward. And there's someone that's dedicated to you and working hard on the relationship. And all of a sudden, boom, things go south. Okay. Let me see if I can get it in very quickly. Don't. I heard don't. Okay. Sorry, Spirit. Yeah. Okay. Very quickly. Queen of Cups comes in the reverse. Okay. So the last card is telling me simply it's only insecurity. Okay. Do not worry about it. It's just being overly sensitive. And like we were saying about, who was it? Cancer coming in, making you too sensitive. This last part here is a warning. You're gonna react towards it. You're gonna feel injured. You're gonna feel badly, but it isn't. Okay, it's just being very over. It's just that the person said something, the wrong words or something like that, I heard, and you're taking it in the wrong way. Okay, remember that they've changed and there's no reason for jealousy, and you guys are moving forward and they're really working on it. They're dedicating themselves. They really are dedicating themselves to the relationship. Okay, so Virgo, be careful, because the stars are doing this. Mercury retrograde is going to cause these havocs, and Spirit is saying don't give it that weight. Okay, our Queen of Cups, you are the Queen of Cups, so you're just being a little bit overly sensitive, and it's not even your fault. Okay, now let's get an oracle card for those that have been in a long-term relationship and would like to freshen things up a bit and be young again. They want to bring out their inner child. This one flipped, definitely. Okay. I hope it was this one. I was not looking. Understand. Yeah, see, we need the comprehension. Perfect. Understand the other person's position and find common ground. Talk. I just heard talk. Always talk it out. Always ask questions. And always clarify, of course. If you are single and looking for love, let's see what advice this oracle card is going to give you. Our Virgos that are single and looking for love. I did not see which one it flipped. Okay. Oh, it did go down. Good. I did see one flip. Okay. Yikes. For silent treatment. Love may encounter some troubles and might enter a period of silent treatment. Okay. So this could be this person here. Okay. They move forward. They're not finding, for example, a jealous partner, but then all of a sudden things go a little bit south. Okay. It's a period, I heard. It's only a moment, and then you will come out of it. So if you're single and you know someone, but you're not yet in a serious relationship or anything, just a moment. Just take a little break and don't worry about it. Take a day off. Okay, they might be doing the same thing to you, and they don't even want to communicate, just to not rock the boat. but it's something that happens every once in a while. Try to use this little map here of colors to guide you through it, so that you're not overly sensitive, and you try to understand, and you'll see something. You'll definitely notice something, Virgo. Okay, Virgo, I had a really good time doing this for you. I'm really happy for this, that this person is working really hard for you. Be aware of this part here, that it's only Mercury, okay? And I'll see you on the next one to see what else, because we're going to have Mercury finally ending its retrograde. Sooner or later, it has to, on the 11th. Our next Tarotscope reading is on for the 1st of August, and then on the 5th, we're going to have our next Summer Love bonus reading. Thank you for being with me, Virgo. I really appreciated it. Thank you for liking, for sharing, and subscribing, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye for now from Angel.